Alright, let's go again with some more Swords Dance. Last Resort Arceus. There's no Ghost-type Pokemon. We're already looking good right now. I wonder how Arceus does if that's like a Mega Slowbro. Can I overwhelm the physical damage? Probably not. Other than that, we would need setup. And looking at the rest of the team, Mantine does okay, but Toxapex definitely hurts a lot of that team. So I'm okay with Toxapex in this situation. No, wait, it's Mono Water. How'd that take me so long to figure out? Oh, Mantine. Okay, cool. There's our game. Win condition is sketchy at best, but you know, if it doesn't fall on Arceus, we might be able to stall it out a little. And there we go. So I'm sorry if you guys are tired of me spamming this. Like, I know the last 3 battles have been only the Last Resort Arceus, but I don't even have my One Punch Mewtwo anymore, guys. Until we get the next Pokemon game and tutors, I've got nothing. Even though this is still really fun. Like the first battle I did in the last episode, which was actually the last battle that I recorded. That was so clean. That was perfect. That was all the beauty I love in this strategy, and it's kind of like revived me for more hype on this Arceus until we get the One Punch Mewtwo back. And also, I'm pre-recording this video, so like, you know, this is going to be released like 5-6 days after I record it. And if we did get a new Pokemon game announcement, that's awesome. So, way to go, Pokemon Light Eclipse version, Black Diamond, yeah. Black Diamond. I just came up with that. For some reason, I was like thinking black and white versions. Now, dude, how sick would that be if there's like Black Pearl and Black Diamond versions? Ooh, fancy gym technology, fancy gym terminology. He took his sweet time picking this one. However, that's Greninja. How do we do against this? I don't remember. Like, have we done the Greninja lead? Because I know if we already have the Last Resort, we get to survive. But getting outsped twice into Life Orb? Oh boy. This might not work out too well. Depends on what he goes for. Yeah, Greninja. Oh, perfect. That's free setup. And yeah, that's done. Cool. I guess he didn't want to match up with that. And I also guess he doesn't have enough to 2-hit KO Arceus. Like, that's probably already a free given, especially with some bulk investment. But I just didn't want to worry about something silly. And Life Orb damage means he only needs to do like 80% to me. And he is bringing the Mega Slowbro. Wait a second. I can just keep Swords Dancing. That's another thing that could work out in our favor, is that with the setup like this, yeah, Last Resort's going to be a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. So we need to think about this carefully. 3 Swords Dance is equivalent to doing 2 Last Resorts. So if I do 1 Swords Dance, 1 Last, and then 2 Last Resorts, I think we'll be ahead on damage. And that mitigates some chance for Scald to burn me. Like, Scald burn, worst case scenario. It's 30% chance, and from the Confusion nerf, now that Confusion is only 30% of the time, they never hit themselves in Confusion first, therefore I never get burned first. Logic. And if he goes for the Iron Defense, then we're screwed, because that means we lose our advantage. He has Scald, alright. And I guess if we do get burn, wow, that's a surprising amount of damage. Are you kidding me, game? Alright. So the burn, also I'm sorry, that probably like clipped the mic into oblivion. So what the burn means is that now we're just at +2 Swords Dance. So if I use Last Resort, it's going to be the same damage as I did this. And I gambled it. Like, there was no way. That didn't need to happen right there. And then that means we just win. Because he goes for the Scald Burn again. We hit him. We don't catch him on a recovery turn. And then we just get it. Also, I probably should have back-to-back Last Resort. Because then he Scalded and then I could have KO'd him. Because now Burn on top of Life Orb on top of another Scald probably not going to be enough. Even at the +2, but well, maybe Mantine comes in, outspeed, Confusion, Scald, Burn, slight damage, and then we KO him off of just enough from this Last Resort. It's all on that Scald Burn. It made us go for the extra turn because, like, yeah, we could have 2-hit KO'd. So the effective damage gain with the burn, like, maybe we shouldn't have gone for that last one. Ah, we needed that last one. I don't think it would have been enough either way. So we did go for the slack off. That works for us. He anticipated the damage turn, but now he's actually behind instead of just KOing us on a Scald, because Arceus is still up for this turn. And unless he has Protect, which would be like the greatest anime, like top 10 anime betrayals, Protect on the Mega Slowbro, we should be fine. Yeah, and that's just free damage. He could have switched and then preserved his hit points on the Slowbro, because now this is what I mean. This is what I mean. If Mantine gets that Confuse Ray in there, Wait, he has Slack Off, though. No, never mind. He's going to Slack Off anyways because, you know, I'm going down. He didn't do the damage option. So, actually, if he has Slack Off, he's not running the Arrest. So, honestly, running the Toxapex is going to be our best option. Just Toxic. Have him tick down. And then we have Mantine for the rest of his water team. Unless it's like Belly Drum Azumarill, in which case, yeah, Toxapex just wins this one for us, guys. So, we'll see how he responds. Should be GG. We know he has Greninja. If he switches and brings in Greninja, Greninja still isn't, like, nothing on his team, except for maybe the Gastrodon worries me. But then we're free poisoning something. And that's all that matters. But I guess that means 2 Swords Dance Last Resort without a burn is enough to KO Slowbro? Question mark? And if we get burned from Scald, like, that's not the worst thing that could happen. So we'll be fine. What's Slowbro sitting on? Thunder Wave. So he's got Scald, Thunder Wave, Slack Off. Thunder Wave actually not as strong as it used to be. So, I mean, a lot of Pokemon are still going to outspeed the Mega Slowbro, even with the Paralysis. Thunder Wave, I'm already anticipating being slow. So it looks like he's fishing for RNG right now. That, you know, that clutch last second turn where I need the heals and then he just KOs me because I get full paralyzed. I think that's the only thing that can happen. But he sat on that play for a while. I'm so mad at that Scald Burn. We would have just already, like, swept it out. So 60% chance we win this battle just off the not Scald Burn. So in my mind, we already won. RNG. Nah. So he goes for the withdrawal on a free stockpile turn, and we see the Cloyster. So Cloyster, that's problematic. He doesn't have super damage against us, but I want to get that Toxic ticking as soon as possible, because that's just going to be us in the long run. So we need to Toxic him now, and he can Shell Smash to +6, but that's why I want to get Toxic, because, like, we're always going to be behind on the Shell Smashes, so it really doesn't matter. And that means we can get as many stockpiles as we need to. Hopefully Barry saves us on, like, clutch recovery turn. It's going to be interesting. And Toxic's going to add up. Oh, it's like I could risk burning him. Wait, yeah, I could have gone for Scald Burn, but I'd rather go for the poison because it's not working out anyway. But yeah, like, he got the Scald Burn. I probably wouldn't have done it, and it's just better to have, like, stockpiles and stuff. Because we would have had major advantage if I went for Scald Burn, but I still didn't want to do it. Also, Shell Smash means he is losing defenses, so Scald would have done... Actually, yeah, maybe I should have just gone for the Scald instead. So we're at +2. I'm just going to go for the stockpile, because it seems like he wants to max. And if he's at max and I'm at +3, again, like, just, like, when you play setup tank for so long and you just understand how the game works, it's pretty crazy. Because then there's just, like, the diminishing returns is, like, one of the biggest things to understand in Pokemon. But looks like he did play for that late game on the Paralysis. Ooh, he went for the Rock Blast now. Oh my goodness. I don't know who's more disappointed. Him and his Cloyster or me and his Cloyster? Like, those are... You just don't expect that little damage when someone's sitting on a +4. I knew he had the Rock Blast too, and that would be like his only non-resisted option. So, okay, maybe it's... Okay, we now have all this. We have now committed this to memory. We now understand everything about the setup, and he might just forfeit now. Like, that was his play. He's done. Like, Snorlax, or not Snorlax. Did I call Slowbro Snorlax anytime during this? I feel like I might have accidentally done it. But his Cloyster has nothing. His Slowbro is going down to Toxic. It looks like he's really trying to get this Toxapex down. And if we get paralyzed here, it would have been fine, because that's why we have the Berry. So Confusion Berry means Rock Blast does like an instance of damage, and then it applies. So that would just give us another turn to go back up to full. So we're fine. I'm just going to let him go down to Poison, honestly. I was thinking it's an easy Scald. Like, he's at -2, and Scald on a Cloyster, like, Cloyster has no special defense. And if it's offensive Cloyster, that thing would go down to a Scald from this range. Pretty sure. But I'd rather just have him go down to Poison, so if I recover up, we'll be okay. He didn't even go for, like, the last Shell Smash either, so he understands diminishing returns. Ooh, there's the crit. That's the most he gets out of a crit. So you'd have to, like, crit all of them. See, that's another thing. Like, I don't want to finish off his cloister and then have that be my hit points remaining. So now I'll be at full hit points when he goes down to Toxic next turn. It's been enough turns, right? Yeah, he's definitely going... Oh, definitely going down. Cool. So that's how you stall out a cloister and learn damage calculations. Neat. Now the rest of this battle is going to be a pretty awkward Toxic stall, but we know it's the rest of his team. Like, you know, Greninja, not really too much of a problematic Pokemon, so Toxic, hit with the Skull. Now I'll just skip ahead to the victory. Greninja extra sensory damage. Just starting up the recording really quick. Ooh, it's got some damage. I get the recover though, so it looks like we'll be okay. That was from half, did about a quarter. I got paralyzed on that last recovery turn. So yeah, this is where we just Toxic Greninja. No Life Orb. So I'm guessing he has Laterium Z. Oh, and there's the forfeit. Alright. Understandable. But yeah, Toxapic's too... It's funny how for this Arceus God of Battle Spot sweeping kind of series I've been running, it turns out Toxapex is just sweeping everything on the free battle spot. It's ridiculous. And then Arceus is there for kind of like, I can lead it and win if I want to sometimes. Just makes the battles go along a little quicker. And it's time for the next battle. Like, seriously, who's gonna bring the Oricorio Ghost? I mean, we'll be fine. Other than that, Togekiss kind of just air slashes through quite a lot of that. Well, I don't know how I feel about the Raichu, though. Like, there's no electric terrain, and Raichu's kind of frail, so we'll need a couple of flinches. Mungus, Togekiss, yeah. We have options. We can run whatever options we need with this setup. Mungus actually does really well against this team. I just want an excuse to bring Togekiss if for some reason we don't go like 3-0 with this setup on the Arceus. Now, Oricorio actually doesn't use stabs of flying type moves, so it's still pretty safe to go and bring in the Amoonguss. It is Salazzle. If Salazzle Nasty Plots, it could get interesting. Because most likely Focus Sash, but I'm going to Swords Dance anyways. And for most of their team, I don't even need, like, if I could just Protect Last Resort, or like anything else Last Resort, offensive move Last Resort with the Arceus, that could have been really good against the opponent. See, I was wondering what happened if I have like Shadow Claw Last Resort. Like, is that something you can run on the Arceus? I need to try that one out for the next time I do this video. Because Last Resort's a lot of damage, and depending on how bulky the Pokemon are, you know, it's kind of like Fake Out Last Resort. There you go, Shadow Claw, and that's enough damage to kind of lead into it. So he does badly poison me, but I'm hoping to end the battle before that becomes an issue. If this Salazzle actually has Protect, though, major points. But yeah, we'll be fine. Because, yeah, but then, like, okay, so Ghost-type Pokemon wall us out, but then that means that Normal-type Pokemon will wall out the Shadow Claw Last Resort Arceus. And now I don't think there's anything that could oppose me. Like, that's a lot of recoil, but if we win in 2 turns, it doesn't matter now, does it? Unless he brought the Oricorio. No Ricorio, beware. Ah, it's going for that Fluffy. Okay, this is the man. This is like the man damage check. I haven't seen Beware yet, like at all. Depends on how, like, hit points attack, I'm guessing is what everyone's doing on Beware. Last Resort makes contact. Is it enough to take down a Beware? If it is, I'm proud of this Arceus. Oh, critical hit. Now we'll never know. I have to run damage calculation on that. I was about to say, because, like, it just kills everything. If you're not immune to it, you just die. Because, like, the Fluffy ability is effectively a resistance on such a health bulky Pokemon. And Lycanroc. So I guess he can Accelerock, but I've already won by that point. And it's so frail that even with the resisted hit, it's a KO. There we go, guys. That's what the Arceus does. It's so messy, you know? They don't bring the normal type Pokemon, and then we just kind of sweep it out. Or we get burned, and we would have swept it out. Like, Arceus just sweeps it out. You know, it's built off... It's a broom. Arceus is just a giant broom. The broom god. Neat. Let's go and pull up a damage calculation. I have to know. Oh, man. Crit mattered. Now, we wouldn't, like, I'm not saying that, like, it mattered and he could have won the game off of that or anything, but yeah. Beware is a bulky fluff of fluff. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely insane. See, I was like, crit barely just was the enough to matter, and then Beware also rocked a good amount of damage. Well, we know exactly what 3 Pokemon he's going to be bringing. Let's see how Arceus matches up against that. Conkeldurr goes down to Togekiss. And Lugia, technically I can stall it out with any... It has the Roost though, so we need to Toxic that. And I think we'll be good. Buzzwole has Thunder Punch, but Lugia wants to be special and can Aeroblast, and then Buzzwole dies. So never mind about that stray thought. As long as he didn't lead Conkeldurr, we'll be okay. And if he led Conkeldurr, then I'll just switch Togekiss, and when Togekiss fails, we bring in Lugia, and then we go and win. We'll be fine. Other than that, we'll be fine. Maybe if we take too much damage and Conkeldurr... I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch. Question is, Scarf Chomp or nah? Like, that's just the thing. It's like, anything that outspeeds Arceus is a threat. If nothing catches that 120 speed, though, you just win. God of Battle Spot. GG. Withdrew the Garchomp. Alright. Lugia. Oh, boy. That's gonna spice things up a bit. Also, nice touch on Timer Ball. That makes me think that it's legit from Oras, which makes a lot more sense on the free Battle Spot as well because it's transfer. Lugia is bulky. I don't think we can last resort it like this. But if he doesn't go for the Roost, then we just 2-hit KO it. Yeah, Lugia is tanky. And I don't even think, like, we'll have to see where the damage falls. Like, 2 Swords Dance is the same as double Last Resort, except we have more damage. But we don't need more damage against Garchomp and the Conkeldurr or anything like that. So, Swords Dance Last Resort, shenanigans! Enough to one-shot a Lugia, but not a Beware. I still don't understand Pokemon fully, apparently. That game? Is that game? What's he gonna do now is the question. Garchomp, alright. Could be Scarf Chomp, might be playing late to soften me up. Definitely a possibility. But we'll tank an Earthquake. We'll tank an anything, and then we'll just one-shot Garchomp. Outrage. Scarf Outrage. Going for the big damage. Arceus survives, though, and that's going to be the last resort. As a one-shot. Rough Skin, Life Orb. Ugh! That's a lot of recoil. But it doesn't really matter too much. So, yeah, this is pretty much what... I mean... I was about to say, to be fair, he is bringing this against an Arceus, but at the same time, he got a legendary Pokemon as well. The setup on the Arceus is just way too good. And then we'll last resort, and that's going to be all of our last resorts. But, yep. Like I'm just like, but, come on, you can use the Mach Punch, and it's over. But we'll just Togekiss, Air Slash, and GG like that. That's why I think his play on the Garchomp made sense. But either way, since it was Scarf Chomp, no matter what, he's just going to be able to finish me off. Either the Mach Punch chip damages into the Outrage KOing me, or the Outrage chips damage into Conkeldurr KOing me. I don't know what would have been his best chance for winning. Like, having Conkeldurr sit as your last Pokemon, when you look at the team I had, like 2 defensive tanks, and 2 poison, 1 flying, a bug. I wouldn't have gone into Conkeldurr as the last gamble. I would have, like, just hoped Outrage Garchomp could take it out, but he leaves. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to flinch him into Oblivion. Alright, let's keep going. Let's find some more battles. That was an interesting one. This could be problematic. Arceus, Amoonguss, Toxapex. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to take a minute just to make sure it's right. Garchomp into Toxapex can get scary. Yeah, like, we're in a bad situation against a lot of that, though. Mostly just depends on how the Blaziken takes off. Maybe, yeah, this isn't the right way to go. Togekiss with Scarf. I would have, like, led Scarfkiss. Like, Scarfkiss kind of chews up that entire team right there if we weren't going for the Arceus. Because then Blaziken gets injured. If it's Mega, then it kind of outspeeds us, but still doesn't one-shot us. So Togekiss has a lot of potential. We'll see how that one plays out. Buzzwole against that team. Nah, I guess we go into the Mantine then. Mantine, it's an awkward setup. I think it's what we need if we want to win. Also, I don't remember, because, like, I have the worst memory ever. Have we lost a battle yet on this Arceus set? Because I've been showing you guys pretty much every battle except, and I'm not even, like, saying I'm excluding losses. I'm just excluding battles where Arceus doesn't do anything, and then we still take it out with, like, the Toxapex and Mungus combo. That just seems to work on the free battle spot really well. Kind of worried about this. It depends on what he does first turn. If he just, like, standard protect into get up and go, we might be okay. I just don't know what to expect. And then, like, Scarf Arceus, or not Scarf, Scarf Chomp takes us out. Oh, good. Give me a free turn to set up. Why would he protect, though? Like, what can Arceus one-shot to a Blaziken? Alright. Things just got a little interesting. If it's Focus Sash, that's going to be lame. That means we might have to do something with our Togekiss. It's all on if the high jump kick is enough. Ooh, it is. That has to be Life Orb then. That has to be Life Orb then. Speed boost? No. Wow. Like, I know it's like insane amounts of damage and like high jump kicks, but it's Arceus. Like 120 defense, 120 hit points, defensive investment. All right. Now we bring in the wall. We bring in the wall. Mantine. So do we Scald? Or are we Confused? I think we just Confuse Ray, because then that buys us time, and if there's a switch or anything, Baton Pass. So, Baton Pass speed boost. Mantine wasn't expecting to go faster than anything, so that works out. And what are we going to see today? His Mega, most likely. Which means if it's Baton Pass, then it might have been Focus Sash. So that's a lot of raw high jump kick damage. Mimikyu. That works, because we can actually get through a Mimikyu. This is going to be interesting to watch how this one plays out. I don't really yeah, the best I can do is just Scald, hope for Burn to set back its Swords Dance, have Confusion tick in a bit, and we'll see where it goes. So yeah, like that's the unfortunate thing about being a Mimikyu, is that if you hurt yourself in Confusion, it breaks your disguise. So then that means you're just open for damage immediately. I'm not expecting the most damage ever. But yeah. So still confused. That means we can Scald, find the burn. He doesn't have any setup because he hit himself. If he hits himself again, then we might just win off that. All right, play rough. Straight play rough. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine for the Mantine. If we get the burn here, see what I mean? We never get first turn burn. It's always the other guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. We got a Roost. He either snaps out of Confusion or has a chance of hitting himself in Confusion. Please? Oh, no. He's just going to spam down the play rough. He's not taking time to set up. I have Roost and Berry. I forgot about Berry, so maybe I should have used that as a Scald or another Confusion option. Either way, we're at full. So I only wasted like 28 hit points, but I feel like those 28 hit points could have kind of mattered. Forgot his Berry, not leftovers when I switched around. It still finds good success. So Scald burns him and then lets us set up. And oh, he's full Confusion turns. That helps a lot. Will-O-Wisp though, that's bad. Like I wonder, depending on how long Mantine is on the field, if we're going to get enough turns to actually offset the amount of damage coming from that burn. Please get burned. Are you kidding me, game? 3 Scalds and not a burn? Well, that means I'm going to confuse him. Because then he hits himself in Confusion, KOs himself, and that's going to let me Roost. So that's pretty much I'm banking entirely on that. Because Scald didn't burn. He was confused for 4 turns and only hit himself once. So this is very bad RNG. I don't like it when this happens. They make you confused. Oh, are you kidding? And play rough doesn't miss. He landed like 5 play roughs too. Whoa. Mantine, you survived? Oh my goodness. You're the greatest Pokemon ever. So now he needs to hit himself in Confusion, and then we'll be at near full hit points going into everything else. And that would be fantastic. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? Are we going to get another strange damage roll? Oh man, this is ridiculous. Play rough can miss once. All he has to do is hit himself in Confusion. If we don't roost, we die to burn. Kind of. I don't know. We're plussing like a very low amount of hit points. So it's like we need him just finish himself off. Please. Game, come on. What are we in? Are we in backwards town? I'm gonna run out of PP on my roost. Did I ever PP up this? I think I used PP up once or twice. I didn't PP max it because I didn't have it. I think that was a high damage roll on the Mimikyu. No, okay, we have a couple roost, but we're just gonna die. I think this play rough takes us down. Miss? Worst RNG of all time. What is this? Now it's on Togekiss. And we just take damage. So that's unfortunate. Mimikyu with speed boost, though. It depends if he has speed investment. If he doesn't, then we can air slash. If he does, then we just get bodied. And these are the RNG losses, guys. These are the RNG losses. Oh. I don't know why. But oh. Brinzing Gyarados. I don't know why. I'm not a special attacker, so that Intimidate doesn't intimidate me. That might have lost him the game. So now I just need one flinch. And, like, reverse RNG. Come on, RNG is this. Like, we're bros. We're bros. You can give me something this game. And also, his Willow was planted. Good, flinch and didn't move. Hey, does that mean we win now? Depends on how much the Blaziken can do to us. Because now Mimikyu doesn't have the speed. So we outspeed him and dunk him on an air slash. Let's see how the Blaziken matchup goes. He has Shadow Sneak though, so it depends on how low Blaziken gets us as well. If he throws away the battle, that'd be strange. But I mean, it also depends on his speed investment. If he wasn't speed investing Mimikyu and we were outspeeding him anyways, then I guess it doesn't matter. Protect, yeah, that's understandable. Man, of all the times I don't have a Jolly or Timid, yeah, Timid Togekiss, it's always Modest. If we had Timid, Blaziken has 80 base speed, right? So does Togekiss. So we'd be speed tying, and then I have an opportunity to take him out that way. And I think Timid would still 3-hit KO the Gyarados. Flare Blitz. Depends on how much we survive. Mimikyu, ooh, that's so much damage. I think Mimikyu just Shadow Sneaks and we lose then. It's close. Every time I bring Togekiss now, I just wish it was Timid, and I still haven't been able to get a Timid Togekiss. I mean, it came back, I guess, but if it doesn't really matter, because say he Shadow Sneaked me anyways, instead of going for speed tie shenanigans, he would have just gone into Blaziken, that Flare Blitz would have KO'd me. Also, maybe damage rolls, maybe low damage roll on the Blaziken versus whatever Mimikyu's doing. Shadow Sneak. Yeah, I don't think there's a world where that does less than 28 damage. Crit! Well, now we have to see if there's a world where that does less than 28 damage. What a game. Well, the hype of the Arceus was still pretty cool. We got some solid damage sweeps, and we got to see things happen, and then that battle. Ugh. That battle indeed. So if you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next one. Thank you very much. Wait, no, wait. What am I doing? We have to see the damage calculation. It looks like it was just enough, because we had 28 hit points, and Shadow Sneak is a 28 at minimum. So if there's like a weird Mimikyu running around, let's say 240 EV investment, Shadow Sneak had a... Nah, it wouldn't have really changed it. So unless he was like very tanky on that Mimikyu, which didn't really seem like too much of an option. So yeah, if the Blaziken did a lower damage roll in the Flare Blitz, we still could have won that. So that was like super unfortunate RNG battle right there. And that's, I don't know what to say. If you guys did enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.